Hello, everyone, and we are back. So, today I'm going to be talking more so about how to have an out of body experience. Those of you that are interested in an out of body experience, there are several channels out there that gives insight into how to have one. So I'm just going to give you my take on it because most of them I've tried and it didn't quite help as much. So stick around because this is my insight on how to have an out of body experience. So, first off, the notion that you have to be in a certain space or a certain type of meditative state. Uh, that is true. I would say true to a certain degree. What most of us don't really know what is meant by get into a meditative state. So, in other words, you need to make sure that you are in a comfortable position. That's first and foremost. Make sure that you don't have to use the restroom or anything like that. You make sure that you are comfortable um, with temperature. Make sure it's not too hot, but certainly you don't want to be cold. And as a matter of fact, some suggest that you should be a little bit on the warmer side, if anything. And I would agree. Uh, those times that I've been somewhat warm, I've been able to come out of my body. All right. So again, meditative state. What the heck does any of that even mean? It simply means you're going to be aware of your surroundings. You are aware. It's head. Think head. Think. If you feel me. So a lot of people like to put a lot of focus on relax your body, relax this and that, and just think about your breathing. And um, if your mind strays on something, then do this or do that. That's fine. Let your mind stray a bit, and that is perfectly fine. Yes, you will see visuals and things like that while your eyes are closed. However, make sure that you are aware of when you're starting to get sleepy. All right. Because most of this needs to be done while you are somewhat awake. Um, I would even say you don't want to do it when you're sleepy because most of us will fall asleep, which is counterintuitive, right? So, closing your eyes, meditate, or in other words, just be aware of your surroundings, but you are relaxing into a certain state and into a relaxed position. Don't think so much about trying to make your body all relaxed and that make it limp and just that kind of stuff. I find that it stops the process. The easiest times I've been able to come out was when I wasn't really thinking about it. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I'm not saying that you should think about nothing because it's kind of hard to think of nothing because even when you're thinking of nothing, you're thinking of something. so so make sure that you are in a relaxed position, you're aware of your surroundings, closed eyes, and if you just need to to move around a little bit, that's fine to kind of get yourself in a position of comfort, making sure that you are not sleepy, at least at that point. Okay, eventually your body is going to start to get very relaxed, and on its own it will. And remember, this is mind, not so much body. Don't think of relaxing the body, think of just simply relaxing the mind. All right, but you still want to be aware. If you are one that typically falls asleep when you get to a certain point, this you're gonna have to do this. Just practice trying to maintain your awareness. Okay, be aware that you're getting sleepy. Okay, great. So once you get to that point, though, if you just need a little bit of help, it does help to think of a word or of some sort, just any word that would trigger you to become more aware of your surroundings at that point. All right. In other words, if you have to think ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, that was my word. I used ice cream with two words. Um, I've used the word banana before, and it helped. But using these words, use one word and just continuously think of that word over and over and over and over again while your eyes are closed and while you are trying to meditate. You're being aware of your surroundings, but you are relaxing. All right, very relaxed. Once you hit that point, you will notice a difference once you start to feel that there's a movement that may happen. Some of us even use binaural beats that can actually make that move. It kind of feels like when you very first fall asleep and you're feeling that wavy, that type of, um, not quite, it's like dizzy, but your entire body is like dizzy, like you're moving side to side. Some of us move up and down. Some of us do it all. But at that point, let it move. Let it sway. Just be aware of what's going on. All right, and just be aware. Now, at a certain point, you will start to feel waves throughout the body. And that's when you start getting into that sleep paralysis type state. Those of us that don't feel the sleep paralysis or are unsure of what it even feels like, then that's okay too. Um, some of us can simply go to the out of body state from a lucid dream. But if you are aware of when you're falling asleep and when you're starting to feel these weird, dizzy kind of like waves in and out, well, that is, you will be feeling a little bit of what of that sleep paralysis is starting. That's kind of set. Let it. Do not be afraid. Let it go ahead and do its thing, and you'll notice when you won't really be able to move. But in the process, once that happens, think up and out. At least that's what I did. Think up and out. And you are thinking it, okay? Everything is up here, or at least temporarily it's up here. You're not thinking of moving your entire body. Like, you're not trying to move the entire body. You're just moving your thinking of it in your mind. And that's when things start to shake. Okay? You should start moving up and you should start moving out of your body. Now, again, you must be relaxed. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying it's not a body thing. Yes, your body needs to be relaxed. However, you're not thinking of putting your body to sleep. You're not the one. You shouldn't be thinking about relaxing the body. It's heady. It's more up here than it is the rest of your body because that's pretty much where the consciousness lies. Um, and of course, some people think it's the pineal gland and the pineal gland, however you pronounce it. However, that will help you to come out of the body. It's probably not going to happen on the first or second, maybe even not even the third time. But I just like when people break stuff down because some of these YouTubers, bless their heart, but I mean, I have a hard time trying to follow. Put yourself in a meditative state. Um, what does that mean? I mean, you can meditate on a bunch of stuff. I get it. But can you give me a little bit more? Can you help me? so so what I'm doing now is just trying to make sure that you understand what that actually means. You know, what does it actually mean? All right. So, anyways, that is my take on how to have an out of body experience for those of us that are interested in that. And of course, those of you that are interested in topics like this, please, please make sure to consider subscribing and liking the video if this is something that you are interested in. And even if you're not interested in it, bless your heart too. Remember that fear has no place because you will not be able to come out of the body if you get scared. You will feel things. You will feel it because it is physical. You know, your second body is physical. So okay, just keep that in mind. You will feel it. So don't be afraid. You know, you're not dying. All right? You're not dying. All right, that's not what this is. You know, we're talking out of body experiences, which can sometimes feel like death. If if you have, especially those of us that have sleep paralysis, that just feels so weird and just like ugh. But you're not dying, okay, people. So let's get that out of our minds. That's one thing we need to stop. We're not dead, and we're not dying. Even if you come up out of the body and you feel like that's what's happening, that's not the case. All right. All right, guys. Take care, and I hope to see you in the next episode.